fourth revolution, according to the World Economic Forum, is the digital revolution that has been occurring since the middle of the last century. It is characterized by a fusion of technologies that is blurring the lines between the physical, digital, and biological spheres. This is evolving a digital economy that is shaping global society, and one aspect is smart security. At the July breakfast meeting of the Nigeria-South Africa Chamber of Commerce, the Managing Director of Vodacom Business Nigeria, Mr. Lanre Kolade, engaged stakeholders on smart security, the digital economy, and the Nigerian business space.
Vodafone is actually pioneering a lot of what is called narrow-based IoT, which within the current networks that we have, you can actually separate a particular bandwidth for that connectivity, and that only carries, it doesn't contest with the voice or the video or the data traffic that they carry right now, but it's dedicated only for the Internet of Things transmission. And there are a lot of technologies that are being used for this. There is SyncFox, there are a couple of other ones. And we in Vodafone and Vodacom are actually installing some of these technologies right now to make sure the network is separate. So transmission-wise, it's not going to be the normal SIM. It's going to be a separate network on the existing network that I have, because that's the only way you can actually guarantee uptime. The question on privacy and the trade-offs. Unfortunately, it's a problem. All of us seated down here right now have a mobile phone. Our mobile operators know that we are here. That's the only way our phone will ring. And remember that now that you have, you've registered your SIM. So it is not that you are using somebody else's phone. So they know that you are here. So if anything has to happen and somebody needs to track you, they can actually track you to this place. So that in a way is your privacy gone already. But would you want to now let go of your phone? No. It's the sign of the time, sir. And unfortunately, we have to work around it. So what we have to just work better to try and fix security, so that people that have that data are not just anybody. It is people that need to have it. We don't just want to be watching the internet. We want to be part of the internet. And if we don't move fast enough, if our people in Abuja are only interested in fighting themselves and don't think about how to move this country forward, we will be recolonized. Okay? Please note what I've just said. We will be recolonized if we don't change our mindset. And the only way we can change our mindset is change and bootstrap and move ahead. Look, the internet has made things very easy. You can sit down where you are right now and learn what you want to learn, which means you can build on the body of knowledge that currently exists. So you don't have to reinvent anything anymore. You just have to adapt that thing to your environment and move ahead. And that is what we should be working for us to do. So infrastructure-wise, we need to fix it. If part of fixing security in Lagos State means Lagos must have its own power supply, the IPP that they're trying to do, instead of connecting the grid exactly, maybe that's what is needed, you know. So it's just to stimulate another level of thinking, so that we understand that, look, maybe to fix our problem within the scope of infrastructure is to reduce the way we do things. Do we actually need a nationwide mobile network? Can we have only Lagos network that works very well? And people know the GDP of Lagos is actually a big contribution to Nigeria. Should we say Abuja, Port Harcourt, Lagos, Kano should be developed faster so that things can happen faster? And that, you know, it's just to let us think better and to let us think differently. So power is a challenge, a big problem. The IoT sensors, fortunately, the battery life that you have in the IoT sensors can last 25 years. Okay? But you see, when you want to have a CCTV camera, you need more power. But for the sensors themselves, they can last a very long time because they're very robust and very rugged. So, use solar, you can use any more power, but if we don't fix that power problem too, we will have an issue. So yes, it's a big challenge of infrastructure.
What are the prospects for smart security for businesses in Nigeria?
The prospects for smart security for a business in Nigeria is very, very bright. In terms of in Vodacom Business Nigeria, okay, we are driving the Internet of Things to make sure smart security works seamlessly, so that your closed-circuit television systems, your intrusion alarm systems, and also your physical security systems are all coordinated and all together. So the prospect is very bright. because the future is actually for connectivity solutions and for the next phase of the fourth industrial revolution. We need a lot of those kind of systems to work together.
In the wake of the ransomware attack, how can Nigeria enhance cyber security?
I think we need a bit of more education. We need to make sure that people have licensed software on their machines, because I can tell you that part of the issues that we had with the ransomware were unupdated software. Security is an ongoing process and one that you need things that change every time. So over time, update your software, let them be licensed and have the right ones, and let the security patches have the known threats, okay, installed on your machines. As long as that is done, at least to a particular level of what is current and what is known to the cyberspace, you will be secured in that regard.
How can Nigeria tap into the digital revolution to transform its economy?
Okay, it's a very simple question, okay? If connectivity is enhanced, let me give you a very typical example. Imagine we have every school in Nigeria having internet access. What does that do? It changes the entire game. It makes sure, it gives us an ability for our kids to understand and be able to get information seamlessly. The information superhighway, as it is called, the internet, is a lot of information. So our students can learn new skills and can improve themselves. If they are better students, there will be better employees. If they are better employees, they can contribute to the economy. If they are better students, they can actually be entrepreneurs. You can have the next Facebook, the next Uber out of Nigeria. So information is key, and the internet is the key of it. So digital revolution is the way to go.
The Vodacom Nigeria Business Managing Director and Mr. Foluso Phillips, Chairman of the Nigeria-South Africa Chamber of Commerce, share how Nigeria can tap into the digital space to drive the economy.
Let me talk about this concept of Internet of Things. That really was the foundation of today's presentation. Even though the speaker was focusing on things we can do in our physical building, how we can create and heighten in-building security, linking it up with the Internet of Things. The general discussions moved on a much more broader level on things that had to do with database management, about internet connectivity, about power, about employment, impact on employment, about the kind of things that we all need to begin to pay attention to as far as internet connectivity is concerned, issues about innovation. I think the bottom line is that, look, the world is changing and Nigeria has the responsibility to keep up with what's going on. And clearly from all the various discussions held today and the various ideas that were sort of suggested, we've come to appreciate the role that we must play in ensuring that we don't get left behind in the fourth industrial revolution that we see today with respect to the Internet of Things.
Internet of Things, as the word says, is Internet of Things. It means that you can get data that you need to make excellent decisions. It means that you can save money when you know things are happening at a particular place. It means that your people, you can track assets better. You can do things better. You can make seamless decisions. You can make very intelligent decisions. It gives you the ability to be able. Let me give you an example. Say, for example, there's going to be a thunderstorm here, okay? And we all have an alert on our phones, an example, that says switch off your electrical appliances. That saves all of us a lot of money, all because we can predict that something was going to happen. So that's what Internet of Things can do, because those sensors can actually monitor what's going to happen and can give us the data, and the decision can be done faster. So it can preempt a lot of things, and Internet of Things will surely and invariably give us a better economy.
Russia recently announced an investment of $3.5 billion to drive the digital space to tap into the digital revolution. For Nigeria, it is critical for a strategic public-private partnership to seize the moment and invest in the digital space that can drive its socio-economic transformation.